Hi you guys, it's Destiny. So I'm making this video for you guys, family and friends that know us, me and my fiance. He's busy doing something right now, so I just thought I'd come on here and just share with you what's been going on. Most of you guys know that we bought property in Oregon, and at the end of May we were going to move out to our land that we bought and build our house that we have been planning on doing. So it's been months and months since we first started looking for land, and we finally were able to find a piece of land and buy it in February, March. We ended up buying it. We found a property and we bought it. And then so since then we've been planning and preparing for a move out there. Well, it turned out a couple days ago that we got a phone call, and turned out that it's not a good idea anymore to buy that property to move out there with our girls. So I'll go ahead and play the phone call for you guys just so you guys can hear it.
Was going to school at the Bonanza school. He hauled a kid back up there because that's where most of those kids go to school. And the kid made him stop so far up the road and said, "You don't go any further because they won't let you come out of here." And so I was a little bit nervous going in there, but I figured, with the four of us, and my guys aren't really that small either. I was like, maybe we can get it done. But this guy, he was not very happy.
Do you know if he lived at the lot next to us, or like down the lot?
I have no idea. There's people all over that place that come out of the woodwork. I guess I couldn't really tell you where he lived because I didn't. He was blocking the road, and then I got up there, and so I was on one side, he was in the middle, and my guys were on the other side. So then I got my cousin up there, and the guy, after an hour of talking to him and him throwing his fit or whatever, he pulled down the road a little bit to let us go through, and he stopped, and he glared at us when we drove through. But I was like, "Hey man, we're not here to do any trouble. We're just here to pick up the garbage and get out of here."
Yeah. Was it just him by himself?
There was another guy with him, I guess, at the beginning, and he supposedly he walked off. Is what my guys were telling me. They said that there was two of them, and then at the end of it, that there was just the older guy, but there was another younger guy. But there's, you've driven up there. There's just kind of houses kind of just everywhere up there. I don't know. Some of them wouldn't even call it houses.
Yeah. Oh fuck. What was the other? Was the other guy? Was he kind of chubby and tall and chubby?
I don't think so. They kind of sounded like he had some longer dreadlocks and was pretty skinny. But it sounded like. Yeah,
fuck, man. Yeah, I don't even think they have a place there. They were probably just squatters, to be honest.
I would believe it up there, that little. I don't know what the hell you'd call it up there, but it's they have their own rules, like it's a Wild West up there or something. I don't know. It was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Weighed 2,200 pounds apiece, and it's $650 for the two loads that we got. So you send me another $150, we're even. I might be able to get them talked into going back up there again, but like I say, I'm gonna bring up some backup, I don't know if we need to call. I don't know if I can get my cousin to stay there all day with me. No, I guess it wouldn't take me all day, but it would probably take me 4 or 5 hours at least to do that. But
well, let's just hold off on that, the extra loads, because now I'm kind of getting iffy as well. I heard some things about that place, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, it's I don't live too far from. I guess if that makes any sense, but I've heard some horror stories about that place up there that I Like, it was, like, I knew that it was bad going up there, but I was like, you know what, like, the customer, asked us to do it. We're going to go in there and get the job done. And, like, my dad, he's like, I don't know if I would do that. But I was like, you know what? He sent us the down payment. He's been good. He's wanted us to do it. We're going to go in there and get it done. But, like I know that, like, there's been people killed up there and that do not come back. And, like, I guess I'll give you another example. There was a guy, one of our very good friends, that had a party one night, and he got some ice chests stole from him, like some really fancy ice chests. Well, the guy that stole them came there, like, middle of the night, late at night or whatever, but he lived up there. He's like a common known thief. Well, the guy that had the ice chest, he's a little bit crazy anyway. He goes up there to find the guy, and it took three, that they were farmers is what they were. It took three farmers, and they went up there in their own pickup and found him and said, you cannot come up here by yourself ever again, because if the wrong person catches you, you're not going to come back. And he's from California, and he was like, oh yeah, that's a horror story, blah blah blah. Well, then, like it's so bad up there that the law enforcement doesn't go up there. Like, when I called my cousin yesterday, he pretty much told me, if you weren't my cousin, I would tell you that you're on your own. He goes, we do not go up there. I was like, well, that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all, man. Shit.
For sure. No, I was just kind of looking out for you, and looking out for us is the only reason that I was like, man, I don't know if we need to go back up there, because this might turn into a hairy situation. And like I say, like, I wish I could tell you, like, where he lived, but, like, it wasn't like he pulled into a house or anything, or pulled into a camp or anything after he'd left us. Like, he literally just pulled off the side of the road just enough for us to get our pickup and trailer through there, and, like, glared at it, like, got out of his car and, like, sat on the back of it and, like, looked at us like we just ran over his dog. I was like, hey, man, we're just trying to get out of here. Like, leave us alone.
Yeah.
So I guess to answer your question, just the one green Toyota 4Runner, and God knows if there's more or not out there. I really have no idea.
It's very disturbing and stressful, but I think it's best if we just don't go out there. This is a sign maybe for us to not move out there and do something else. So let me just say this. We were planning and preparing to move. We did lots of, paperwork, permits to get the land ready for when we do get out there. A lot of the work would be done already. So that's what we've been doing, and we knew that we needed to live in something before we had our house, because it's going to take months to build the house that we had initiated. So we bought an RV. Now, right before we got the phone call, we bought the RV, and we weren't really planning on anything other than just moving in it temporarily until we build the house. Now we got the phone call, and we don't know what to do, because we have this RV now. We no longer are going to need it for the land, and we have to be out of our apartment at the end of May, which is in 4 weeks. So we kind of just looked at each other, and we were just kind of like, what do we do? It's gonna take a while for us to find another piece of property to move in and do everything that we want to do. So we have the RV and we kind of just have decided, let's just fix it up, because it is an old RV. It's 1990 RV, but it only has 23,000 miles on it, and it only had one owner, so it's good, right? So we thought, okay, we have the RV, let's just register it, get tags for it, renovate the inside, and move into the RV, because we do have to be out by the end of May here, and let's just see where life takes us. Because I just feel like it's just been really stressful knowing that we are no longer going to move to our property. And for so long, for so many of these, weeks that have been passed, I've been mentally preparing myself to, okay, we're gonna move out there. All these things that we need to do, we have to get them done accordingly to this time frame that we had. And I just been mentally preparing myself for that, and all of a sudden we get this phone call, and it just goes all the way down, and I've been sad a lot since getting that phone call. I just can't believe it, you know. It's very disturbing, but you know, I guess that's just the way life is. And the funny part to all of this is, right before we decided to buy land, we had this goal. All right, let's live that school bus, schooly life type. You know, let's travel, you know, the U.S. and let's just see where life takes us. And we had that in our mind, like, yeah, let's do that. We were looking at buses to renovate and all this. But then I told my fiance, it's smarter to buy land, put that money that we were to spend renovating a schoolie and put it towards the land and build a house. We're gonna have to live somewhere, right? And you can't live in a bus forever. So that was the move that we ended up doing. And then we did, and then life is just redirecting us back to where we were thinking about before. It's honestly so crazy to think about, because we tried so hard to, you know, get us to where we are now, and then one phone call just throws it all away. And it's just frustrating because I have planned so much in my head, mentally preparing myself for this move, and we're not going to move anymore. And it sucks because what is wrong with people? Like, why can't they just be civil and normal? But apparently the world isn't like that. It's just not like that. But it is what it is. Life is redirecting us into another path that we weren't expecting, that I didn't mentally prepare myself for. So now I have 4 weeks to renovate this RV and move all of our stuff into it. And I guess I'm having to redirect my brain into this new lifestyle that we're going to be living, when I thought I was going to be living another way. But hopefully everything goes well, nothing bad happens. And I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know, because a lot of you guys, family and friends, are expecting us to move to Oregon at the end of the month, and we will not be going anymore. So instead of telling every individual the same story, I just thought I'd do this video instead. So yeah, we're not moving to Oregon. We're gonna be living in an RV for a while until we buy land again. But it does take a while because you have to find the right piece of land. And that was the biggest thing. It was that the land that we did find in Oregon was the best. It was everything that we wanted. And yeah, now we won't have it anymore. We will just show you guys the journey, you know. I will try to post more videos for you all to just keep updated on us, making sure that, you know, we're safe and everything, the girls. But I hope when you buy land in the future, if anyone wants to buy land in the future, definitely get familiar with the area. We've never been to Oregon. We've never been to that area that we bought land in. And, you know, that was just a downside. We didn't know what type of people were living there. You think everyone's normal and civil, and it turns out, you know, they're not. They're completely different. So definitely check out the area, stay there for a while, get to know people, get information about the area that you are going to buy land at. And that is something that we have learned, and we will definitely do next time.